Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center. Here to congratulate you on your JAYFLIGHT 265 RLS travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things to take into consideration when you're parking on your campsite. I want you to leave plenty of room for that awning to come in and out. On your off campsite, besides your slide, of course, leave plenty of room for that. I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is actually going to plug in all the way in the rear of the unit, right on the very back, and then your city water or campsite water connection is going to be right in front of your slide. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once we arrive and unhook our hitch, first thing we're going to do is level our unit. The unit comes with a power tongue jack. Night docking light should you arrive at night. Simply raise or lower this until you're level. Should you lose power, underneath this rubber stopper right here, your hand crank for your stabilizing jacks will hook on there and get this up and down in case you don't have power. Speaking of power, check your battery posts every now and then. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose going down the road. Again, once we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. All four corners of the unit got these new stabilizing jacks. We'll unhook the little safety bracket here. Crank this down just a couple of cranks. One or two, just enough to get inside here. Lift up on this ring, and it's going to drop that right to the ground for you. Once we're down, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. These jack pads can protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, and hot blacktop in the summer. Good investment. And just run these down, rest of the couple of cranks, just until it starts to feel like it's going to lift the unit. Remember, our unit's already level. We're just trying to stabilize it. So run it down just until it's taut. You've got some type of resistance on it. Run all four of those down. Got our unit level, stable. We can hook up our power and water. Big long 30 amp cord plugs in here on the rear. Where these plug in, they go in at about, say, 11 o'clock. Turn it to noon. Put your black washer on there. You're all set. Now at the end of this 30 amp service, should you need to plug into a 110, there'll be a 30 to 15 amp reducer that comes with your convenience pack. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up your water. Add campsites. We're going to hook up to city water connection. Most importantly, a water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites, so always use these. Hook that up to your city water connection. Hook up your hose. One more step. Just open up your hot water heater here. Make sure that your pressure release valve is down, not pulled up where it's open. Then we can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a few minutes, we're going to go inside and open up our slide so that we can get in there and open up our water lines. I want you to open up your sink, your shower, kitchen sink, open up all the water lines, get a nice steady flow of water going through them, then shut them off and you're all set. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water, we're going to go dry camping. In that case, we're going to fill up our freshwater tank, which is just above your tires on your campsite. No need for a water pressure regulator here. Simply use a hose to gravity fill this. Two ways to tell it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. Or two on the inside where you check the levels of your black and gray tanks. There's also a freshwater button. Keep an eye on that when you're filling it up. Once it's full, remove that hose. And then whenever you want to utilize that water, you just turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump and hook to the city water. That's already pressurized. All right, we're all set up with power and water. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit. Continuing over here on the campsite, we've got a low point drain right here, which is that big gray handle, white handle, which will dump our freshwater tank. We're set for a TV. This mount comes with the unit. Take that, put it on a TV. You can snap the TV out here, or get a couple of these for indoors and use that same TV indoors. There's your cable and 110 for that. Again, our freshwater. A couple outdoor speakers, We've got a vent for our hood range, our main low point drain, which would be a couple of knobs right there. Access door to our bedroom. Again, our stabilizing jacks, big pass-through storage area. Your propane does come with a cover. It's on a regulator. Just point it toward the tank you wish to be using, lefty-loosey to open. Not too difficult there. Again, our power tongue jack. Coming down our off-camp side. Again, our hot water heater. Outdoor shower. A flute for your furnace. A couple things on that. One, make sure it's never blocked. Two, if you're running your furnace, steer clear of that. It does get hot. City water connect. Black tank flush, which we'll talk about when dumping our black and gray tanks leaving the campsite. Our slides, your seals, you want to get a lubricant put on there every now and then to keep them nice and flexible, pliable, add to the longevity of the life of those, as well as your trailer. Here's where you plug in your cable. That's campsites or a satellite. If you put one on, got a ladder, utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year, check the seams of your roof, and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. You're also, trying to get out of the sun here, you're also prepped for a backup camera there, our power, and our spare tire with a cover. Well, it covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming up inside the unit, first thing I always like to point out is fire extinguisher. Make sure you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entrance doorway. So I got a little bit ahead of myself on these chairs here. This one can store it any way it wants, but this one, if you want to, and I'll show you this when we leave. Normally when you open this up, that's how that's going to be set. As you see, it's clear of the slide. So normally when you come inside, that's how you got that. So alright, so coming into the right, up top is going to be a control panel. Here's where you see your battery, fresh, black and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your water pump, your lighting, interior and exterior. Your awning. Your awning, you only want to run that out until you see the flap fall down to 90 degrees and you can see your bar. If you hold the out button down as that runs out and goes past that point, it will continue to run itself out and start to run itself up backwards. So you only want to run this out. Let me show you the point here. There's your flap falling, and there's your bar. That's as far as you want to go. Like I said, if you hold that bar down, it'll start to run itself out and start to run itself up backwards onto itself. So keep an eye on it when you run it out, only run it out as far as you need to. And there's a slide control. We'll utilize that when close the unit back up. Coming inside the unit, you got a couple of 110s and charging ports. I will show you on these doors. Slam locks work best when gently slammed. Coming inside the unit down here is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. One-touch lighting, sink with a cutting board cover, half a cover. Access to your plumbing is all underneath there. Mostly PEX nowadays. Takes care of itself pretty good. Self-explanatory microwave. Today's day and age. Down below that you've got a light and a fan. Above your cooktop. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light here. Rock that up. That'll be blue. Turn it till it's red on your flame. Hit your spark. When your gas is on, that'll light up there. When you first turn on your unit, you may have to let that gas bleed for a minute. Don't turn on more than one until you get a light. Same thing on your oven. Turn it to there. Hit your spark. That'll light your pilot light. Get up inside there and make sure it lit. Then turn that to the desired temperature. Rock the panel light down. You got an oven light. Fridge controls are simply inside the door. Fridge and freezer. Thermostat on the wall. 3 settings on that. We've got, there's off, a fan, a cool, and a furnace. Over here is where you change your temperatures. One thing I will note on these is on the furnace, the fan, when you shut off the furnace, the fan on the furnace takes a couple minutes to cycle through before it shuts off, whereas the AC, which is right above me, shuts off rather quickly. Got a quick dump on that as well. Prep for a TV here. Like I said, I recommend getting one of the brackets that fit the one outside. You can bring in the one outside and set it in here. 110 and cable here. When you hook up a TV here, your cable, make sure that green light is on. You'll be able to see it there. Make sure that's on. That's going to be your digital channel enhancer, in other words known as an antenna. It'll help you pick up more channels. RV Technology sound system. We got Bluetooth. That's music here. Indoors, outdoors, or neither, or both. Again, AM, FM, Bluetooth, auxiliary hookup, USB. Nice sound system. Touch it once and it'll mute it. You can turn it back on, or hold it in. Standby means it's going off. Table will lift up off here. Pull your legs out. Put your table down on these 4 pieces here. Put your flat cushions on top. That'll make another sleeping quarters. A sofa here. Show you quickly how to make that into a bed. Remove your back cushions. Stand in the middle gives you good leverage. Lift it up, pull your legs out, and pull everything towards you. Set that down and lay your back down. Just that quickly, you've got another bed. Most important thing on this is when putting it away, lift your back up first, otherwise you're going to damage this. And then it does. Be nice to be in the middle when you're standing here and folding these legs in, and just jackknife it back down in there. You turn your cushions, and just that quickly, you're back to a sofa. Right behind your sofa, got a couple more charging ports. Again, our recliners, store them like that. Go back into our central bathroom. Get a 110 with GFCI reset right there. Some more plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on it. Depending on how much traveling you're doing, you're bouncing a house down the road. Here's where you turn on and off your hot water heater. Set your temperature here. You want these doors snap closed for travel, for safety purposes, of course. Whereas this door, your bedroom door, you want snapped open for travel. Emergency exit window, snatch that out of there and push that forward. Another spot for a TV and your solar controller panel. The whole purpose of this is to keep your solar panels from overcharging your batteries. I'll send you a separate video from them, from GoPower. Lastly, storage underneath your bed here, and separate bedroom doorway. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. We're going to have to start back here in this bedroom. All of these are one-touch lighting. So we shut these off as we move forward. Lock our bedroom door. Snap open our bathroom door. Snap close our shower door. We have a hand crank open exhaust vent here. Make sure that is closed. Shut off our bathroom lights by a switch. Secure this door. We want to really make sure that these doors are closed. We don't need that catching on our slide and busting our door off because we didn't make sure it was closed. Top and bottom. Secure chair back out of the way. There are also safety straps. Get up underneath there to get that piece out, but the safety straps that will strap this in here as we travel. Close all windows. Come to my main control panel, shut off my lights, and then I can see any individual one-touch lighting Then I need to walk through and close on the unit, or shut off, excuse me. All accent lighting is off. Now I say doors and drawers. Walk through the unit, make sure all doors and drawers are secure. Nothing's going to impede your slide from coming in. Come up here and hit in. We can, if it's dark, turn on our interior lights now, because we can shut that off here on our way out. You see the importance of having that chair turned to the side, as well as the importance of having those doors closed down there. And as the slide gets the rest of the way in, that is the slide mechanism telling you I'm in all the way. Go ahead and let go of the button. Shut your interior lights off and exit the unit. Now the biggest thing on these steps is you want to make sure your exterior door is all the way open. Otherwise this can catch on it. These feet are adjustable by pulling out this pin and moving your legs. This will also lock in there. Lock and deadbolt this door. Lift and turn this handle. That's how you want that for travel. You don't necessarily have to do that until you leave the dump station. If we're dry camping, we're going to get up underneath here and dump our freshwater tank. Pull that big old white handle there. Bring up our stabilizing jacks, which we'll just turn it the opposite way now. Turn it to our left to loosen that key up. Get a hold of that. Lift that foot right on up. Crank it the rest of the way. Lock in our chain here. And head on to the nearest dump station or home, whatever we're in need of. If we're at a campsite, we're gonna hook our power, our water, our cable, bring up our stabilizing jacks, hook up our hitch, and head on up to the dump station. You got a 10-foot hose, comes with your convenience pack. Hook that up and pull your black holding tank. That's gonna be your handle on the right, and it's gonna be a darker gray, almost black handle. When that sounds like it's no longer draining, go inside the unit, check the level of your black tank. If it looks empty or close to it, come back out here, leave that black handle open, grab the hose at the dump station, and hook up to this tank flush valve. Turn that on, again emphasizing with that black handle open, and let that run for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, remove that hose, close that up. Now make sure all that drain washout water you just put in there has drained out. Then close your black handle and pull your gray handle. While the gray handles are draining, I can dump my standard low point drains, which are further down from our fresh water. Get up underneath there and open them up. When our gray is done, remember that's going to be cleaner water, sinks and showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. Close that handle, remove this, and then conveniently, and more importantly, sanitarily, store it in your bumper. Great place for your stinky slinky. And head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this new JAYFLIGHT for many years to come. Happy camping.